Hi Capricorn, welcome to your April 2020 reading. This is Donatella, Empress of Swords. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel. If this is your first time, I really appreciate you guys for coming. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I love to hear your guys' comments, especially if it's resonating. If this is matching your story, please let me know. Sometimes the energy will be vice versa, but usually it's pertaining to that specific zodiac. And as I'm picking up your energy right now, Capricorn, on your mind, what's really weighing heavily is a commitment that did not work out for you, actually. You're working really, really hard on yourself. You're working very hard, and that's what motivates you so much to work hard on yourself right now. And what's getting you out of this is you want to speak up, you want to talk, you want to say some things, but in the meantime, you're working on yourself. In the past, you couldn't move forward. You couldn't move towards the things that you wanted to do, what you were passionate for. And it could have been something like in the time of July. July, I feel like, really weighs heavily on you. There's something that frustrated you, something that angered you. And it could have been in the, especially in the recent past too, there was a falling out. It could have affected your home family life, or somebody's very close to you, a relationship that you could have had too. Maybe even with a company or even your relationship, but there's a huge falling out and it's really affecting you. And in the near future, it's gonna affect your finances even more. And that's what's really even more frustrating for you. Capricorn, there's a faster way. There's a longer way. There's a longer way and there's a faster way. That's what I see. There's two different paths that you can take right now. They all end up in the same journey, but you always do the same thing. You always cycle in circles. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. You always do the same thing. It's like the world turns and then you circle, you do this, I don't know. But there's some memories that you have in the past that didn't work out. Sorry about that, you guys. There's some memories in the past that didn't work out, and now there's an option that you want to maybe try to think about. Problem is that in about 3 or 4 weeks, there's going to be something that happens to you that you feel like you need maybe change employment or change jobs or do something differently. Like there's a success that's changing. It's like something that's not successful, or you have to wait, or there's a delay, or some kind of problem with family issues and problem matters. And so after that, after about 3 or 4 weeks, what you're going to want really bad is a stable family life. You're going to really think about that. All the problems that you've been having, especially in about 3 or 4 weeks from now, you're going to go through this phase in your life where you're going to start recognizing all the things that you went through, everything that you said, all the things that were said and done, the reason why a relationship's not working. And you're going to finally realize that that's the reason why maybe finances are not working out, because of an allegiance that is not working out. And you're going to start thinking, okay, this is what I'm starting to work for. I want a family life. So in about 4 or 5 weeks, you're going to go towards someone, or they're going to go towards you, and you're going to try to offer love, or they're going to try to offer love. And it's going to help you get out of anxiety. And then you're going to start to get this idea of, okay, from now on, I'm going to start this thing where I'm not deceptive, and, I can get out of my anxiety. I don't want to juggle anymore. I've had my time being single. I enjoyed it. I'm trying to get out of like being backstabbed or backstabbing somebody else. But at the same time, you're going to want to go towards someone that is financially stable. You're going towards someone that does not have any other person in the way of you being with them. This person is financially driven. They're motivated. They probably have their own shit together. They probably have their own house, their own car, their own life. I see them as a very independent person. Maybe there was a person that was extremely possessive over them before, and it's like this person is not even possessive over them anymore. You're going to see that this person is extremely generous, okay? you're also going to see that there's a lot of people around this person that are fighting for this person. You're going to notice that. You're going to also, maybe either you or them, or could be both. There's a broken family situation, either you or them. And at the same time, you have a lot of lust for this person. Like, you have a lot of attraction for them. I feel like they really turn you on, and you're scared if you're going to have like this possessiveness with them. And when I said you're at some point in the beginning, I told you that you had two paths. There's a path that you always take, and it's a lot faster, and I think it's like a physical path. There's another path that you could take that's a lot slower, and it's like through knowing the person, through bonding with the person, and then starting it that way. That's the path that I was talking about. Either way, you're going to take this journey with this person, and if you keep like trying to rush things, whether it's business or your relationship, it's going to crumble again like it did before. I see that completely. There's something that didn't work out in the past relationship, and now justice is coming. Something that is fair for you is coming towards you. So maybe a Libra is coming towards you, or something, or a lawyer is coming towards you. But you're going to set sail, and you're waiting for this next opportunity, and it's probably not going to happen till like probably mid-May or June. But you're going to start saying some things that you've been wanting to say. And this person does not know really how much you pay attention to them, or how much you pay attention to details. They have no idea how much you do really pay attention to details at all. The thing is that even though that you understand a lot of things, either you're dealing with a Leo who has affected you, or you have like no strength. Like, either there's a Leo that pulls your strength away from you. Like, maybe you could be dealing with a Leo, Capricorn. If it's not a Leo, because it's like it's like you're weakened. It's like your strength is gone. You're going to try to take away their power. And you're going to go and try to offer them something slowly so you can go somewhere else. Because there's a wish that you always had, and it's not coming true, and it's been delayed. And it's like there's this judgment that didn't happen for you, that wasn't fair for you. Capricorn, this is kind of like a little bit of a dangerous passage. See, there's something that you want to resurrect, but the thing is that you're going to have to go through a Scorpio. It's like there's a transformation that's happening. There's a complete change and a transition that's happening. If you want to go through this passage, if you're really passionate about it, you have to go through Scorpio. That's the only way. Right after that, I see that you're really happy. You're going to make a decision. You could also be dealing with a Leo too. There's a conversation that you're going to be having with a Leo. And you feel like in about like June time, you're going to feel like you're coming out of a coma. And you're going to start offering love like you've never offered before. It's crazy. It's like a flood. Like a flood. You're going to notice that your intuition was gone. And that's when you're just like running. You're running, or they're running towards you. Like I said, this could be vice versa. You want to make some kind of effort. I don't know if it's like intimate. But there's like message. You're going to send this person a message. Like a passionate message. Like an intimate message. That you don't want to be alone. That you don't like being independent. That it's not like you were not awake. Like you didn't understand what this is about. And that you've been affected by, like, you feel like someone, either you were trying to put up with a, like, it's like from Mercury. So it's either a Virgo that you've been dealing with or a Gemini that you've been dealing with, Capricorn. Somebody took away your power, or maybe you've been a trickster, or someone else was being a trickster. But it's like you need to talk about this. Like you need to, like, it's like you want to talk, or they want to talk. And you're walking away from wherever you're at right now. So wherever you're at right now, in about 4 or 5 weeks, you want to walk away from wherever you're at right now. Because of the broken relationship that you had in the past. And it could deal with an air sign. But this could be a Gemini and a Libra or an Aquarius. But your heart is so devastated. And that's why you have to keep moving. Because there's some fruit that needs to be planted. And I see you having a very deep conversation. And there's going to be a lot of truth spoken. Like there's like a whole awakening, Capricorn. There's a lot of conversation that's going to take place that's really, really important. And it's like, it's going to make you feel like you're on ground level with a king. And you're going to talk about deception. You're going to talk about truth. You're going to talk about everything that has happened in your life. And you don't want deceptivity in your life at all. You're going to put that to a stop completely. Like you are so woken about how these people are around you right now that you cannot take deception anymore. You're not even putting up with people anymore. You're fighting against them finally now. Especially if there was a fire sign that's affected you heavily. Maybe you've been dealing with a fire sign that's like been trying to block you and trying to tell you that you can't do things, or you have to like lie to them, or whatever the case may be. Maybe there's a fire sign that's like really controlling you. This is going to be a Leo or Sagittarius or an Aries. Or it could be like a superior person, like a person of authority. Something to do with like your work, or being against you being an entrepreneur. You've been left out in the cold. And there's this woman that is like so, or it could be a man or a woman, but it's like there's this person that just has so much love for the world. Like they deeply love the world. And this is why you love them. And you're realizing that, you know, there was some generosity that has stopped. You're going to start offering them love. Capricorn, I see you having a deep amount of love. Like deep amount of love. Like in a king amount. And you're not going to have patience. So slow down. That's the toxicity of this. You got to go slow. If you can go slow, everything will process better for you. That's what you need to learn this time around. Okay, guys. This is going to be your reading for April 2020. I'm hoping that I will be able to do another reading next month. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if this resonates for you. For the most part, the lesson is to take your time, to slow down. You don't want it to cycle again. You want to be consistent in your words. You want the person to be consistent in their words. And there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of addictiveness. You know, you and them, or maybe there's a lot of control issues. So if you could go slow with the person that you're really attracted to, that's much better for you. So that way you don't feel like your engine is blown. Yeah, so it's like things are working out, but just go slow. Don't rush them. Don't let them rush you. All right? And because it's not the rushing part that the problem is. It's just there is some conversation that needs to be spoken. Once everything is talked about, then you can get to the next step. Then you could do and make all the plans that you want to make. There's conversations that need to be had. And there's some betrayals that happen. There's things that happen. So once you guys talk through those things, then you're on your next path. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Love you all. See you guys.